Today is Janki Dadi Ji's Day of Remembrance, and Dadi's life, teachings, sharings, actions, everything is a source of inspiration for every one of us. And we have learned a lot from Dadi Ji, from whatever we have attended live, with live classes of Dadi Ji, or when we met Dadi Ji, we received a lot of love and blessings. But we also continue to receive those love, blessings, and directions and teachings through Dadi's classes, which are still there. And we will offer bhog to Dadi Ji on Sunday here in Saket. And we will have a bhatti for Dadi's remembrance. Sunday is a holiday for everybody. So we will have a bhatti and we will offer bhog also. But today from Madhuban we have received 16 points which are the teachings of Janki Dadi Ji. And we will revise those. So very important points for attention. First point, to recognize your subtle ego and to finish it quickly is to bless yourself. Yes. And I have heard a very interesting definition of ego. And ego means edge God out. So ego means edging God out. And Baba has told us that either you are with the Father or you are in ego. Yes, so wherever there is ego, then I am not with Baba. I cannot be in Baba's remembrance and in ego both. And blessing means being in remembrance of Baba. In this Sangam Yug, the only method to be continuously receiving blessings is to be in remembrance of Baba. And Baba always says that people seek blessings from other people, but Baba tells us, be in my remembrance and bless yourself. Baba always tells us, instead of asking for blessings, bless yourself by following my directions. And the main direction is be in my remembrance. And what happens is, whenever we are in ego, then we cannot be in Baba's remembrance. Because ego makes us, ego makes our intellect entangled in the matters of this world. Now today I was just thinking, you see, everything in this world is temporary and it is changing. And whenever we are thinking about anything of this world, anything good, anything impressive, anything attractive, or anything repulsive or bad or wrong according to us, whatever we are thinking about is a thing of the past. Because the moment you're thinking about it is the present. And you cannot, whatever you're thinking about is at least 1 second old. And we are always, this subtle ego keeps us trapped in this, thought of the past or worry of the future. Or, entangles our intellect and people's behaviors and stuff, which are all temporary. And Baba tells us that the biggest dharma that Baba has given to us in Sangam Yuga is to remember Baba and bless ourselves. So it is very important to recognize your subtle ego. Ask yourself, if I am not remembering Baba, where is my mind and intellect engaged? And you will receive the answer of what is your subtle ego. Yes, I remember there was one sister and I asked her, what do you keep thinking about? So she said, I keep thinking about the mistake I made. If something wrong happens from me, so if I become the one who made a mistake, then I can't stop thinking about it. And I told her, that's ego. So she said, no, that's realization. So I said, no, that's not realization. Because you are just wasting your time in doing that. But how will you improve? You can't get better by thinking about your mistakes. You can get better by remembering Baba. So ego makes you waste your time, thought, energy in many ways. And Baba says your mind and intellect should only be busy in my remembrance. So the first point is to recognize your subtle ego and finish it quickly is to bless yourself. Second, energy is spent in thinking, speaking, and worrying too much. Stay in silence and energy will be saved. So you see that this word too much is the word to underline. So Dadi is saying that we have to think, we have to speak, and we have to be concerned also. Care, concern. But when it becomes too much, then care becomes worry. Yes, so caring is about when you think about, what I can do for this person, that's a form of care. But when you start thinking about all the things you can't do, and you start feeling helpless, and you start feeling negative, that's worry. So, too much is not a good word. Don't think too much, don't speak too much, don't worry too much. And what do? We stay in silence. So, because we have been very body conscious and we do not have the habit of staying in silence, yes, let alone silence, right now, our sanskars are such that even if I'm not engaging my hands in some work, then you start feeling, like you're not doing anything. And you start feeling there's something wrong about this. But our original nature is to be. So, in this body conscious world, we have become very fixated with doing. So, you always have to keep thinking, keep speaking, keep worrying, because you feel that in a body conscious state, you feel alive when you are engaging in some action. But Baba says when you become soul conscious, you just know how to be without doing anything. And if you just learn to be in silence, then most of your energy, which goes into this extra thinking, extra speaking, because you don't know how to be, that energy will be saved. Yes. Third point, do not keep anyone's mistake in your heart. Keep your heart clean and you will be able to live peacefully. Now we all understand the benefit of this dharana, that of course when we keep the mistake of anyone's mistake in our heart, then it's like messing up your heart. But how do we not do that. So you have to continuously practice letting go. Letting go is a conscious practice. Keep checking. What am I holding in my heart? Am I holding someone's mistake? And then as soon as you notice that, then surrender it to Baba, give it to Baba. And keep your heart clean. Because if my heart is clean, then I'll draw the love and light from Baba. I will draw the peace from Baba. And if my heart is dirty, it is full of the mistakes of other people because I have kept it in my heart, then this heart cannot draw peace from Baba. Fourth point, finish all waste and negativity with understanding, and you will become one who loves peace. Yes, so everybody says, I love peace. Yes, yesterday there was a person and he came for the first time to the center and he kept telling me, I'm a peace lover, I'm a peace lover, I'm a peace lover. Yes, but how do you get the title of someone who loves peace? By choosing peace. Yes, you can't be a peace lover if you keep telling other people to be peaceful and you don't yourself choose to be at peace. And Baba says that finish all waste and negativity with understanding. How do you understand what is waste, what is negative, and what is necessary? If anything is taking away your peace, any thought, word, act is taking away your peace, then let go of it. Yes, so this is the sign. So any thought, word, and act that destabilizes you from your nature of peace is not good karma. And Baba says, just understand this law and remove all the waste and negative by knowing that whatever is taking away your peace is waste and negative. And with that understanding, choose peace, and then you will be called someone who loves peace. Fifth point, in order to claim a prize from Baba, follow the disciplines. Let there not be any attachment or subservience. Yes, so you see, following the discipline means first you have the ability to follow the disciplines that Baba gives you. And how do you have the ability to follow the directions or disciplines that Baba gives you? When you are in control of your mind, intellect, and sanskars. If you are a self-sovereign, then you have a choice about what you want to do and what you don't want to do. But if you are somebody who is subservient to the senses or somebody who is attached to people, places, and things, then you're not a self-sovereign. Then you don't have the ability to choose your thoughts, words, and deeds. So, Baba tells us that if you want to claim a prize from Baba, follow the disciplines, follow Srimad, but only those who are free from attachment and subservience to the senses, subservience to the world of matter, only those will be able to follow Baba's disciplines. Yes, that is why in the Gita it is written, Nashto Moha Smriti Swarup. So first you have to win over attachment. So how do you win over attachment? So keep reminding yourself, stay in the awareness that everything that you're seeing with the two eyes is going to change in a second. And then you don't have attachment. Slowly you win over that vice of attachment. And then you focus on disciplines. Because if you're attached to an ever-changing world, then what happens is all your energy is flowing into keeping that which is changeable in a constant state. So you want nothing to change and everything is changeable, and then this tussle goes on. You want to make that which is inherently changeable into unchangeable. And all your energy is going into that. So this is why Baba has told us that win over attachment by, making this unlimited renunciation, that everything that I see is going to perish. Bring this knowledge into awareness and then follow disciplines that Baba gives you. So then you will claim a prize from Baba, and Baba gives a big prize, the prize of heaven. Sixth point, actions and relationships can be known through your virtues. Therefore, let there be spirituality in your actions and honesty in your relationships. So, how should our actions be? So, our actions should have spirituality. Now, how do you translate that? How do you, what is the meaning when you say our actions should have spirituality? So they should come from a place of soul consciousness. So when you are coming from a place of a giver, of a server, and you have that attitude of serving every soul, then Baba says your actions are good actions. And relationships are good when there is honesty in relationships. Yes, so, and Baba says that we don't have to have any relationship directly with any person. So the only relationship that we have right now is with Baba. And we have to be totally honest in our relationship with Baba. And then in every other bodily relationship, we will know exactly how to be, how much to be. Just underline, Baba is not talking about being honest in relationships with people. Yes, Baba is talking about being honest in relationship with Baba. And then we will know how to be with people. What to do, what to say, how to be. Because I don't think that being completely honest with every human being is a good idea. Yes, somebody comes to work for you and you start being honest with them and start sharing your life with them. That is not called honesty. So when Baba is saying that be honest in your relationship, it means that be honest in your relationship with Baba. And then you will know how to be in relationship with everyone else. Then seventh point, make humility and truthfulness your companions, and everything will be accurate. Yes, so what is truthfulness? Staying true to your virtues. Yes, so Baba has told us that whatever happens, my virtue of purity shouldn't be lost. My virtue of peace shouldn't be lost. So I say, stay true to my virtues. I stay true to the Father. That is truthfulness. And then there is humility. Humility is expressed in respect for everyone you engage with. Think respectfully, speak respectfully, behave respectfully. So when you have truth in your heart, when your intentions are pure, when you stay true to your nature of purity, when you're truthful to Baba, you know your limitations, you know your strengths, and you behave accordingly. And then when you have humility, then with these two virtues, these are the seed for the tree of accurate actions to emerge. Then, eighth point, instead of asking for love, stay in self respect and give everyone regard, and you will become worthy of love. Yes, so Baba has told us the law that you cannot get love and respect by begging for it. Yes, love and respect cannot be begged. So the method is you stay in self respect. Self respect is again, stay true to your virtues. You know who you are. Don't dishonor yourself by doing the opposite of what you are. Stay in self respect, give everybody respect, and you will receive love and respect. It may take some time. Yes, it may take some time. If you are respectful continuously and you don't create doubt about this, because you see, what happens is the moment somebody is not respectful to you and you are respectful to them, you immediately have this thought that why should I be so respectful when he's not? But Baba says, just hold this dharana that this is me. I have to stay in self respect and be respectful. And very soon you will see the tables turn. It may or may not happen instantly, but it will definitely happen that they become respectful and loveful. Ninth point, those who are honest, clean, and serviceable are worthy of God's love. Yes, so you see, Baba always tells us, have yoga with the ocean of love. And we go to the soul world and we remember Baba like the ocean of love, and we try to draw love. But how do you make sure that while doing everything on this field of action, you constantly keep receiving Baba's love? Yes, how do you make yourself that instrument who is constantly receiving the shower of love from Baba? So, three qualities you should have. One is honesty, never hide anything from Baba. Second is cleanliness, keep your heart clean. Let go of anything, even a single thought about the weakness or the situations, weakness of a person, or the harshness of a situation. Don't hold anything in your heart. It is there, but don't hold it in your heart. And then serviceability. So Baba loves those who are honest, clean, and serviceable. Those who are, what is serviceable? Those who are ready mentally for Baba's service always. And those who keep constantly serving with their thoughts and vibrations. And whenever the opportunity arrives, with words and actions and body, mind, wealth also. 10th point, to remain double light while doing service is the biggest service of all. Yes, because you see, it is an interesting thing that in this world, everybody is working. Yes, people are not sitting idle. Everybody is doing something or the other. And whatever job you're doing is called service. Whether you're in government service or private service, or you are serving, you are doing something, you're contributing something. But still, the world is becoming more and more hellish instead of becoming better. Why? Because we are doing service with a lot of ego, with a lot of greed, with a lot of, we are not light while doing service. And I always share this incident. I once shared a cab with one person, and he was coming from an office, and he had a huge stack of files with him. And I saw him that he was working on those files even in the cab. And I felt, this person is really doing a great service for the government. And I had a lot of regard for him. And then I congratulated him for being so dedicated to service. And then what happened is he started abusing everybody in the office. He started speaking ill about the office, colleagues, the boss, even the prime minister of the country. And he started saying that, these people are giving me so much work and so much burden and this and that. And then, suddenly I felt that the whole environment in the cab had become very heavy. And before getting down, I told him, I'm your sister. Will you listen to me for once? So he said, yes. So I said, don't do so much work. It is costing the nation a lot. So it's not contributing, it is costing. Because you see, if you're not light, if you're full of this burden of ego, I'm doing it, I'm doing it, I'm doing it, then that is not true service. And Baba says, you have to remain double light. You have to be in a light state and you have to be in a soul conscious state. So keep checking, what am I carrying? What's on my mind? Keep giving it to Baba. Keep letting go. Keep coming back to your form of an angel of light while doing service. And that is called true service, biggest service. Then 11th point, make big things small and they will become like a thorn from a crucifix. So you see, here you have a magnifier. Yes, this mind is a magnifier or a squeezer. So situation is outside, but you bring that situation onto your mind. And if you magnify it in your mind, then it becomes bigger outside. And if you make it very small in your mind, then it will become small outside also. Yes, if you say this is nothing new, I'm Master Almighty, I can deal with this, then it becomes like a thorn from a crucifix. And if you say this is a big mountain, I can't move it, it's such a big thing, big deal, big deal, then it becomes a big deal. So you have the ability to magnify, amplify a problem or make it very small. Then 12th point, thinking interferes with your spiritual endeavor, whereas remembrance brings you success in your spiritual endeavor. So if you think too much, then what happens is you are impeding your spiritual endeavor, because thinking is usually about the matters of this world. But if you just come to a full stop stage and stay in remembrance, then you're drawing power. So just ask yourself, what percentage of the day, what percentage of the time of the day, what percentage of 24 hours are you thinking? And what percentage are you in a full stop stage and in remembrance of Baba and just experiencing the love and light and the sustenance and care that Baba is giving you? So for that, in that percentage, you are draining yourself or filling yourself. So, in this world, in the world of Kali Yuga, thinking is given a lot of value. Yes, people say, think about the problems, think about the solutions. But Baba says, just stop thinking, remember me, and you will become an embodiment of solutions. You cannot think about a solution and arrive at a solution. But if you remember Baba, then the solution will come automatically to you. Then 13th point, in order to keep the treasure of happiness constantly with you, learn the art of positive thinking. Yes, so the way you think makes you earn happiness or lose happiness. Yes, just like, you will eat whatever you cook in the kitchen. Similarly, your mind is where you cook happiness or sorrow. And if you use the ingredient of positive thoughts, you will cook happiness, consume happiness. And if you put the ingredient of waste and negative thoughts, then you will cook sorrow and have sorrow. 14th point, your present stage will be useful in the final moments. Therefore, pay attention to creating your stage. Baba says that in the end, only your stage will matter. Is my stage knowledgeful, powerful, virtuous? And pay attention to creating that stage now. Don't keep asking yourself, what's happening? What am I doing? Keep asking yourself, what am I becoming? Yes, for example, you may have faced a lot of adversity, but if it has made your stage powerful, then every second of that adversity was worth it. And you may have gone through a lot of good circumstances. But if they have made your stage weak, if they have made you very, very comfort loving and very aversive to change, then those situations of happiness have been your biggest enemy. So Baba says, keep paying attention to what you're becoming, what your stage is becoming. And your stage is always created through adversity. So those who like to have a good stage, those who pay attention to creating a powerful stage, they always love adversity. 15th point, increase the power of your mind so that you remain safe in this forest of thorns and that you are also able to help others. Yes, because, all battles are won and lost in the mind. So if there is any threat, any fear, it hits the mind. And if you are powerful in the mind, then you will win the battle there. So whatever can put you into fear can make you lose everything. So Baba says, have a powerful mind. And if nothing can make you afraid, then nothing can actually cause any damage to you. So in Hindi we say, Jo dar gaya so mar gaya. So you may be in a very scary environment, but if you have a powerful mind and you win all the battles of fear in your mind, then nothing outside can actually cause any loss to you. Maybe physical loss, but then you will recover it. And then you will also be able to help others with that power of the mind, because power is given through the mind. So if you have a powerful mind, you create an environment in which everybody else also receives power from you. 16th point, in order to become free from impurity, imbibe the inner attitude of disinterest. So just like, a lotus flower, it has the, quality of remaining untouched. And that's why it can stay in muddy water and stay pure. Similarly, Baba says, you want to be free from impurity, just have attitude of disinterest. You are within everything, but if you're not mentally interested in it, if you're not spiritually invested in it, then it cannot touch your heart or, corrode your intellect. So Baba has given us the attitude of unlimited renunciation or unlimited disinterest, where I know that everything is there, but it's temporary. So I don't have to engage my intellect in it. And this is the method to stay pure. Okay, Om Shanti. Anybody wants to share anything, please do.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Baba says about second में जीवन मुक्ति. So I felt that the moment we say to Baba with very confidence, now Baba, it's over. Now I don't want to indulge in all these things. Please, you help me. And whenever I created this thought, really I found that in seconds, what power came into me, what shift came into me. I didn't like to have that thing again. But due to body conscious in later hours, again we allow ourselves.
Correct.
And then we again switch on and off, on and off. Now Baba says, be constant.
Correct.
In soul conscious stage.
Yes.
And this is what I felt about second में जीवन मुक्ति.
Yes.
And Baba loves all of us so much that he never make us tired.
Yes.
Or feel helpless or alone. And this is a great privilege. So we are very fortunate in this.
Yes.
And one more point I was remembering this, and now I'm not.
That's fine. Hanji.
Okay, I will sing this.
All right.
Later.
All right.
Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti.